Bounce. Welcome back to another episode of Goat Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. And today, I don't know what we're dealing with. I can't just outright say we're dealing with a Billy Goat. I can't just do that because it's going to be my introduction to this band. It's called Yes, and the song is called Roundabout. Let's not waste no more time. This is a special shout out to my boy Kenny over there on the Patreon. Of course, he put it in his request, so we had to get to it, man. I got the lyrics pulled up, so let's just see what this band is about. I'm real curious. Haven't heard of it. This is the only time anyone's actually recommended them, so let's not waste no more time. A lot of tension building up. Oh.
The music dance and sing. They make the children really ring. I spend the day away. Call it morning, driving through the sound and in and out the valley. In and around the lake. Mountains come out of the sky.
The breakdown.
One night over, we'll be there and we'll see you. 10 true summers, we'll be there and laughing too.
Wow, that sounds.
From my love, we'll see. I'll be there with you.
Grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make it. Sorry, I had to do it. First thing I noticed, I'm just gonna say, is that the song feels more atmospheric, right? If that's a word, than literal, I would say. It almost sounds like they're painting emotions and sceneries more than actually trying to tell a straightforward story. I mean, the lyrics do feel fluid, you know, dreamlike almost, romanticizing, a little bit of nostalgic too, almost like memories passing just through motion. And musically, I would say this already feels very different from the, I guess, harder rock stuff that I've like reacted to recently. This feels more progressive and, I guess, adventurous in a way. You know, like structurally anyways, is what I'm saying. Like the song keeps moving and evolving instead of like sitting in one pocket. So I do appreciate that. I spend the day you're away, call it morning drive through the sound in and out of the valley. That line feels a little cinematic to me. You could literally visualize the movement, right? The open roads or just the stuff he's saying, nature, mountains, water, sunrise. Good depiction, good description. It feels peaceful but expansive, you know, at the same time, I would say. And honestly, I feel like the instrumentation matches that scenery that they're painting pretty perfectly. The song itself feels like a journey. I can say that, you know. And the bass line is moving constantly. I like that. The guitar is dancing around and the transitions feel almost weightless, you know. The music, dance, and sing, though. He said the music, dance, and sing, they make the children really ring. This feels very optimistic and useful, you know, very youthful. But like what I'm saying is like they're describing music as something alive, say something that brings energy and color into the world. It feels like. And the one thing I'm noticing about Yes is that already they don't write stuff that are just, let's say, blunt and direct, really, right? That's not their style. Their lyrics feel a little more poetic and abstract, particularly where the feeling actually matters, more than fully, I guess, decoding every single line. I don't think that's their niche, but in and out and around the lake, mountains come out of the sky and they stand there. That is a crazy visual almost. I really like the way he worded that, because the way he describes, I guess, nature almost feels like, larger than life. Like the environment itself becomes spiritual and surreal at the same time. And honestly, I think that that's like kind of like some of the descriptions that's making this song really connect with me. It feels more immersive. You know what I'm saying? You kind of get drowned into it, into the sounds and into the words at the same time, just because they match perfectly. A lot of the times, the flows don't match the instrumentation. It's on purpose. It's meant for one of the two to stand out a little more. And here, I feel like there's a nice synchronizing. A lot of good cohesiveness going on here, not just musically but emotionally as well. That bounce. That guitar sounds like the piano. Wow, so different. Oh, the instrumentation is crazy. Wow. So romantic. So capturing.
In and around the lake, mountains come out of the sky, they stand there. 24 before my love, I'll be there.
The panning is crazy. I need to see this live. lot of energy.
I'll be the roundabout. The words will make you out and out. You spend the day your way. Call it morning, darling, feel the sun and in and out the valley. Around the lake, mountains coming out of the sky. We stand there. 1 mile over, we'll be there. We'll see you.
Ugh.
Take you summers, we'll be there. Laughing too.
Ugh.
24 before my love, we'll see. I'll be there with you.
That was the most abstract rock song I've heard, I think. Period, too. Like, period. It's like the most abstract song I've heard. 1 mile over, we'll be there. We'll see there. 10 true summers, we'll be there and laughing too. So there's something a little nostalgic about that, right? Just that section particularly because it feels very reflective. Like, memories tied to places, people, and, journeys and just moments in life that, never really fully leave you. And musically, I do like the chorus opening up right there. It feels incredible. I mean, the harmonies, it feels very massive, like, without it being overdone too, which is I could appreciate. Honestly, like somebody newer to progressive rock, someone like myself, I can definitely see where the fans are connecting to this kind of music because it's not just about hooks, right? It's about atmosphere, musicianship. It's about a lot of things, movement, transportive feeling. Being able to transport those feelings from music to people and having them connect with it and having build conversation around it. You got to respect that. So yeah, I mean, I felt like a traditional song, but more like an experience. Like I felt the structure; they have good song structure, but it felt more like an experience. And the musicianship was just crazy. Like musicianship was everything. There was a lot going on at once, and I just like the fact that it still sounded very clean and still sounded very calm, even when they upped the ante a little bit. Just without feeling like they're showing off just for the sake of it. Everything still, I think, serves the atmosphere of the song at the end of the day. And that's the most important thing that musicians really harp on. Like some people got the ego, they worry about themselves, how they sound, how they look, but really it's about the band and how well you work together. Because that instrumental section especially, right? You can hear how influential, I would say, this kind of music became, later on after its years. Because this feels like the type of record that pretty much inspired just generations of progressive rock bands afterward. That was dope, man. Yes, Roundabout. I'm gonna have to tap into more Yes on my own time.